Hey everybody, what is going on? Serial Overdrive here, and today I'm playing Entropia Universe. What we're going to be doing today is a 50 PED, a Riptor hunt on planet Arcadia. And what we're going to be talking about is Calypso Palace deeds and the new share system. So let's go ahead and first, let me just show you how that share system works. So new share system has been put in place by Mindark, which means it's going to be even easier now and even more straightforward to buy deeds on the market. The way you do this is you go to your PED card, back click, go to Share Center, and now you've got your shares, your sell orders, and you've got the market. So on this market, you're going to see a list of all deeds available to buy. I'm guessing what's going to happen is at some point Mindark's going to allow landowners, planet owners, and everybody who wants to put deeds up for sale. Maybe even shop owners. I don't know exactly how it's going to work. I don't know how they imagine it working. But it's very cool the way they've done this, because you can see the first thing they did this for was Crystal Palace Space Station, which had a total of 500,000 deeds out. There's 38,000 of those deeds for sale. And the cool thing about this is that they're so straightforward with all that information, right? It's so easy now to just go and see how many deeds there are out there, see how many people are selling their deeds, see everything about it. This deed system also makes it, I think, a little bit cheaper to sell your deeds, depending on what you're selling them for and everything like that. I haven't looked into that aspect of it too much, so I can't really comment too much on that. But once you click into it, you're going to see the deed prices that are available for. This is, right now I'm recording this, this is what the prices are. Obviously that might change. You can see, I think the deeds were originally selling for, I think 10 PEDs, and now they're worth 16.97. So obviously Crystal Palace and Crystal Palace deeds have done amazingly well. I said this, I think in my last video, I've said this before, like I didn't think they were going to do good. For full disclosure, I was 100% wrong on that. I thought Crystal Palace was like a known entity and the returns would be good. I thought they'd justify that 10 PED valuation, but I did not see them jumping this high. And honestly, I was still predicting them to fall. Like I still thought, all right, they hit a high right now, but they're probably going to drop to like 15 PEDs at some point, right? Like still a tidy, nice profit, but so far they've held their price. They're actually increasing. So kudos to all you guys who bought the deeds. That's been, amazing work with that. But anyways, yeah, this is a new system. You can click through it and see where people have listed them. You can see one guy listed his for 1,000. Some guy listed 66 of his deeds for 999 PEDs. If you buy any of these, you do you, man. You do you. Buy your Gucci shades and spend your money on whatever you want, right? Like, you're overpaying for the deeds, but sometimes people overpay and they like it. Whatever. Anyways, you can click in and you can actually you can purchase your shares. I guess we'll just do this live for the purpose of the video. Let's go ahead and just buy one share. One share right there. We're just going to go ahead and do it. I've got a fee. The fee's on me, I guess. So do you want to buy one share in Crystal Palace Space Station? The price is 16.97 PEDs. The fee's on me. It's 25 PECs that I'm paying. So the total price is going to be 17.22 PEDs. I hit OK. It's been added to my holdings. I'm now a proud owner of Crystal Palace deeds. I can go to my holdings, check my shares, and see that I now hold one deed for the Crystal Palace Space Station. So that's that. That's the system. It's fairly easy to use. You guys can see, like, I just used it for all you guys to see, really. I spent 17 PEDs. It's not too much. To be honest, I might buy more because, well, the value is high right now, and I'm not sure if that's hype or not. I've got to see what the returns are on this first and sort of run the numbers. I don't know what the returns on Crystal Palace are. But Crystal Palace overall is sort of an area that has been generating returns and generating money for a long time. For those of you guys who don't know, Crystal Palace is a higher level space station. Originally, I wanted to film this video from Crystal Palace, but I actually cannot kill any of the mobs up there. Most of them are level 30 or higher. I could not take a level 30 mob solo, and I asked a few people I knew who could probably help me with it, and it seemed like a lot of them were busy or just weren't interested, or they just weren't online when I wanted to ask them. Like, that's, if you're online, I'll just send you a PM, but I'm not going to bug people and be like, hey, can you get online and do this? Because I was like, I was only halfway sure I wanted to do it anyways. So yeah, instead of filming this from Crystal Palace, I just decided to film it here for my temporary home in Arcadia. So yeah, that's the Crystal Palace share system. I really like how straightforward it is, how easy to use it is. I love the fact that I can see how many deeds are and how that information is sort of all out there for you. So you know what percent of Crystal Palace you own when you buy those deeds. Like, for instance, I know right off my hand that I own, like, what is it? 0.00005% or something like that of Crystal Palace now because I spent 17 PEDs. You can figure it all out there, but it's a lot more reminiscent of like a stock market type system, and it looks like sort of a good iteration for MindArc to take. Honestly, I hope they convert all of these deeds that I've got into that system because I think that would be really cool to see. And yeah, like Crystal Palace, it's been producing for a while. It has a lot of very unique mobs there. So if you're looking to get certain quests, you need to go to that area to kill those mobs. If you're looking to get certain loot, you need to go to those areas to kill those mobs. If you're looking to return a profit, a lot of the time those mobs do loot higher markup items. So a lot of people who are looking to make money, they do go to Crystal Palace to hunt those mobs to get the higher markup because the higher markup's worth the tax they pay to hunt there. And then they can sell those items on the auction. And there are a few hunters with extreme eco and extremely good gear and extremely good weapons who are very well optimized, who have managed to, I believe, make a lot of money hunting on Crystal Palace. So like it's a viable way to go, honestly. And I think because of that, because you've got that population that goes there to actually make money, and you've got a lot of people who really do just sort of like hunting there, I think that Crystal Palace is going to be around for a while, so I think it's a fairly safe place to put your money. Let's not go after those. I want to go after the Riptors. Actually, screw it, whatever. We'll kill those guys too. But yeah, I think overall it's a decent investment. I'm not sure where the valuation is. Like I said, I've got to run the numbers, but love the new share system. I think Crystal Palace was a perfect one to sort of debut it with. From what I heard, the guy who bought it was looking to get out of it, I guess, and this allowed him to do it. And crowdfunding, this is basically Entropia's version of crowdfunding. Now, people who bought land areas, people who put too much money into their motherships and need to get out, or people who did whatever, they can sell it to the group. The group can make money with it, and then everybody's happy, right? Maybe they're going to introduce a system next where you can actually buy a mothership and you get it for that percent of time, and people can sort of pool their timeshares together, and you can do all sorts of crazy things with it. So I think this is a good system. I think this is a system that MindArc is really going to move forward with, and it's going to allow people to own a lot of different things. It's going to allow you to own land areas all over the universe, all over the Entropia universe, and it's going to allow people to really sort of develop their in-game portfolio as they want. Rather than just having a couple options, now you're going to have a ton of options. And that's what MindArc was trying to do with Compat, Arcadia Moon, Arcadia Underground Deeds, Calypso Land Deeds. It's a way to supplement some of the money that they're spending, along with bringing in extra revenue that they can use. And now they're just taking that one step further. So, yeah, I really like the system. Usually like with the land deeds and some of that stuff recently, especially with Arcadia Moon, I'll admit it, you've heard a lot of negativity from me. I try to call it like I see it, and what I'm calling here is that I like what I see. So that's that. Anyways, I guess if you guys are wondering, these Riptors that I'm killing right now, just trying to run through the mission, and you can see I've been looting like a lot of different items, which I find really cool, and some of these items have nice markups. That one, not so much. Oh, I thought the turquoise paint would have a higher markup, but it doesn't. Neither does Umber. Man, it's crazy because I remember back in the day I was trying to become a colorer. I thought that was the way to go because people used to pay a lot of money for clothing. I wanted to be a high-level colorer, so I used to have to buy orange paint, and the markup on that stuff was even higher than this. So you can see that paint's been devalued and that skill's been devalued quite a bit, but I thought that was the way to go because I ran some numbers. I'm like, all right, if I get a high enough level, I can use specific paint colors, and I can use those paint colors to paint clothes cool colors, and then everybody's going to buy them, and I can make all this money. That didn't end up happening, obviously, because I'm not Serial Overdrive, the expert Entropia Universe craftsman or tailor. I'm just doing YouTube videos and talking, I guess. But yeah, I tried. If you guys are wondering what coloring level I got up to, we can jump over to see that embarrassing stat. Level 3. I did not make it too far. It turns out as a free-to-play player, you just aren't that good at buying expensive paint to color clothes for no reason. And that was it. That was a failed attempt by me to make some money in Entropia Universe, I guess. Is what it is. Anyways, I think we're about done with this hunt. So let's kill one last mob, and then we're going to head back and see where we ended up. Hopefully everything I talked about with the Crystal Palace shares and everything like that makes sense. Also, if you guys are interested, if you're a higher level player going up to Calypso Palace, I know one other guy on YouTube right now. He actually, from what I've heard, he sells them for good. Well, he sells all the stuff in there for a good price. It's Raccoon brand, and he's got he's got 2 shops on Crystal Palace. He's got booth number 7 and number 16. He used to be selling like LR10s, but now he's going to be moving into more enhancers and stuff like that. Some of the higher level stuff that some of you guys that hunt there are probably looking for. It sounds like he's beating the prices of most other shops in the area, and he's trying to go a little bit under auction price. So, if you guys are looking for good quality gear up on Crystal Palace, it sounds like that might be the way to go, because then you don't have to go back. You don't have to run down to Calypso. You're still getting a really good price on the gear, assuming it is under market and all that. I haven't personally looked, and from what he's told me when I'm making this video, like, it would have been the shop would have been a bit understocked at the minute just because of sales and everything like that. But it sounds like an interesting shop. I definitely recommend checking those 2 out. And yeah, if you're hunting on Crystal Palace, if you got the levels to do that, sounds like you're going to be able to find all the stuff you need to do it at Crystal Palace booth 7 and 16. They're bought together, apparently. So that's why he has 2, but they're not right next to each other, unfortunately. That would be nice if they would be, but, can't always get what you want. Anyways, let's add this loot up here. Also, Raccoon brand, you can go follow him on YouTube, and he's bigger on Twitch. Actually, I'm pretty sure he has a YouTube account. I'm not 100% sure. I know he's on Twitch a lot. So if you're looking for a Twitch streamer to follow that doesn't go on like once a month like I do, Raccoon brand is probably a good one to follow. Also, if you guys are interested, I did recently do a stream on Twitch. It was like 2 hours long. So if you're looking for more Serial Overdrive content, head over there. Anyways, where we're sitting right now, we went out on that hunt, and despite me saying the loot here isn't that bad, the loot actually was. We got 14 PEDs of losses so far. When we hit up that repair terminal, that number is going to jump up a bit more. So on another hunt here on Crystal Palace, we managed to lose 25 PEDs on a 50 PED hunting run. You guys are going to notice that's a lot worse than what I was doing with the Aatrox, but loot recently has been down, and honestly, this is just a little bit better than what I was doing on Calypso, because you're going to see, again, this stuff does have something of a markup, which, I'll take it. Also, can we just recognize this is confusing now? I see that 5.00 PEC number. It really throws me off because I'm used to seeing 0.05 PEDs. So I saw Animal Hide. I saw 5.00. And I thought, wow, I get 5 PEDs of Animal Hide. I've got to sell that at auction. Now I realized it's 5 PECs, which is a lot more disappointing. But 4 PEDs of sockets is pretty good. And that has an okay markup, 4%. So yeah, higher markup here on Arcadia, definitely noticing that, but overall the loot's just as bad as it was on Calypso. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you got questions, comments, anything like that, feel free to post down below. Hopefully there's going to be no disagreement and you're all happy with the share system, and you'll just be saying, Serial, you're 100% correct. Anyways, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.